Alrighty, if you are working from home and needing to correct these, follow along. What is the speed of a cheetah that runs 30 miles in zero point 0.5 hours? So I'm finding the speed. I'm going to write my triangle. Distance, speed, time. So what am I trying to find out? I'm trying to find out speed. So speed equals distance divided by time. My distance is 30 miles. My time is 0 0.5 hours. 30 divided by 0.5 equals 60 miles per hour. And that makes sense because miles per hour, those are 2 units, and a speed needs 2 units. What is the velocity of a bus that travels 310 kilometers south in 5 hours? So we know when we're doing velocity, we're finding speed first, and then we are going to add the idea of direction. That's not working for me well here, so let's start over. Okay. Distance, speed, time. Okay, so we're going to find the speed. So speed equals distance divided by time. So the distance is 310 kilometers south, and the time is 5 hours. 310 kilometers, 310 divided by 5 is 62. 62 what? Kilometers per hour. In which direction, since we are doing velocity? 62 kilometers per hour south. So how far does a horse travel if it gallops at an average speed of 15 kilometers per hour for 2 hours? So let's draw our triangle, see what it is that we're trying to solve for this time. How far, that's going to be distance. So our formula is going to be speed times time. So now I'm ready to plug in my values. My value for speed is 15 kilometers per hour. My time is 2 hours. So the numeric part of it is 15 times 2, which is 30. Now I'm ready to find my units. I'm going to cross off units that are the same, leaving me just with kilometers. So I'm going to double check. Does that make sense? Does 30 kilometers make sense for a problem that I'm trying to solve? Distance. How far does a horse travel? It travels 30 kilometers. Okay, we're going to match the measurement with the correct label. So which one is speed? Speed has to have 2 portions of it, a distance and a time. Which one is time? 10 seconds. Which one is distance? 10 meters. What is the speed of a turtle that travels 0.6 miles in 6 hours? That's pretty slow, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to do our triangle. Distance, speed, time. What I'm solving for is speed. So my formula is speed equals distance divided by time. So my distance is 0.6 miles. And my time is 6 hours. So I divide that out, 0.6 divided by 6, and I come up with 0.1, and I have to use both of those. I can't cross anything off. Miles per hour, or I could also write miles per hour this way. Okay. What is the speed of a dolphin that travels 200 miles in 8 hours? Okay, so I'm going to draw my triangle. Distance, speed, time. I'm finding speed, so my formula is distance divided by time. What is the distance? 200 miles. What is the time? 8 hours. So I get my calculator out, and I go 200 divided by 8, and I come up with 25. That's the numeric portion. Now I'm ready for the unit. Miles per hour, can't cross any of that off. So miles per hour or miles per hour. Okay. All right. NASCAR driver Jeff Gordon has a car that is one of the fastest on the circuit. If the car travels 600 miles in 4 hours, what is its speed? All right, so I'm calculating for speed, so I'm going to write my triangle out so that I can cover up my S, and I can see very clearly what my formula is. So what is the distance? The distance is 600 miles. What is the time? 4 hours. So I get my calculator out and I go 600 divided by 4, and that equals 150. That's the numeric portion. I'm ready for my unit, miles per hour. I cannot eliminate any of that. I got to use both of it, miles per hour. The fastest car on Earth, a German-made Thrust CCS, would win every NASCAR race in America. If it takes 0.5 hours to travel 380 miles, what is its speed? Okay, so I'm going to write my distance speed triangle so I can cross off what it is I'm trying to find. So there, I see my formula. Speed equals distance divided by time. My distance is 380 miles, and my time is 0.5 hours. So then with my calculator, I'm going to go 380 divided by 0.5, and that equals 760 miles per hour. You're right, that is really fast. Okay, how far does a zebra travel if it gallops at an average speed of 25 kilometers per hour for 2 hours? How far? That's distance. So I'm going to write my distance, speed, time triangle. I'm going to cover up distance because that's what I'm trying to solve for. So distance equals, and I can see my formula right there. So I'm going to plug in my numbers. My speed is 25. Let's try that again. 25 kilometers per hour. And my time is 2 hours. So 25 times 2 is 50. Oops, I forgot to write my unit on here. Okay, so now I'm ready to calculate my units, find my units. I'm going to look to see if I can cross anything off. Do I have units? And I do. I have hours on this side, and I have hours on that side, leaving me just with kilometers. So when I double check, does that make sense? That distance would be 50 kilometers. Kilometers is a distance measurement, so yes, it does. Okay, number 14. The fastest train on Earth, the TGV from France, can travel at faster speeds than trains in the United States. During a speed test, the train traveled 800 miles in 2.5 hours. What is its speed? All right, let's write our speed distance triangle. Oh, let's try that again. Distance, speed, time. And I'm finding speed. So I see my formula right there. Distance divided by time. What is the distance? 800 miles. What is the time? 2.5 hours. So I'm going to get my calculator out. 800 divided by 2.5 is 320. That's the numeric portion. I'm ready for my units. Miles per hour. I cannot cross anything off. So miles per hour, which you know you can also write miles per hour like that. Alrighty. Okay, last one, guys. If a car travels 60 miles per hour for a distance of 180 miles, how much time did it take? Alrighty, let's do our distance, speed, time triangle, and we are finding time. So I see my formula right there. Time equals distance divided by speed. Now I just need to plug in my numbers. Alrighty, so I'm looking for my distance, which is 180 miles. I'm looking for my speed, which is 60 miles per hour. All right, with my calculator, 180 divided by 60, that is 3. Now I'm ready for my unit. I am going to stop and I'm going to see, can I cross off? Do I have like units? I've got miles here. I've got miles here, so I'm going to cross that off, leaving me just with hours. I'm going to stop and double check. Does that make sense that that 3 hours fits with an equation where I'm solving for time? And yes, it does. So we have now covered this entire paper with the lesson and the instruction and the answers. So make sure you are comfortable with calculating rate problems, distance, speed, and time. Let me know if you need anything else from me. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.